Hello, everybody! Welcome to the Table Throw Show, a weekly Dungeons and Dragons multimedia experience extravaganza where I guide a bunch of players through a custom homebrew D&D campaign. We do have most of the party here right now. Jacob is running late to get his fizzy water, and Nia is currently not available. But we do have Craig playing Tia, Emmy playing Athena, Rosie playing Pav, Gina playing Chim. I nearly messed that up so bad. And Jacob will, when he returns, will be playing Uragan.
I'm here, hello.
He's back. Okay,
Just got back.
Just got back.
Oh yeah.
So unless there's anything anybody would like to say, we'll get onto the recap and then start the session. We good? Yep.
We're chill.
Okie dokie. So when it comes to a recap, last session you guys basically arrived at a tavern kind of place. It was called Oaks Creek, and it was kind of a wooden shack tavern thing. It was very simple. While you were in there, you met a bar keep called Stay or Steve, and he directed you to help him find an object which he was missing. It was kind of a locket. It seemed that it had been lost at sea at some point, and he told you to go west to a place called Driftwood. I believe it was Driftwood Rocks, the specific part you're in, which is almost like a kind of harbour thing with cliffs. So what happened is you guys would start going over there before struggling against the immense heat. Specifically, it was Chim, I believe, who suffered the most, but Pav as well. Luckily...
And Athena also, right?
Yes, sorry, yeah. Athena also rolled badly on that. So there were 3 party members who were suffering from exhaustion due to the heat. So what happened next is, luckily the druid would kind of make palm leaves and make a parasol, which would negate this whole affair. So when they eventually arrived, it would have kind of been better. Scaling down the cliffs using some rope, Tia would specifically open up a chest in which they would find a note which so far has been kept to themselves. And
no, I told everyone about it.
Oh, did you tell everybody?
Yup.
I've written that down wrong. Ha 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 ha. Editing that.
Retcon.
God damn it. Besides that, you guys all had a short rest, so 30 minutes just sitting on the beach, kind of. The waves are quite rough around the area, but they kind of don't really... The tide's not necessarily coming in or out. It's kind of stable in that area. For the most part, for the 30 minutes anyway. So we ended at that point, so we'll get back into the game as the blistering heat from the sun above pours down on you. Again, to Tia, this feels amazing. The rest of you, it's definitely a struggle.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like kind of stripped down to the bare necessities, you know, not so I don't die.
Yeah, you kind of remove unnecessary parts of the armor
Claw
and
is
straps.
dying.
Well,
Thick
Claws
black
used to
fur.
humid
Cats are solar
habitats.
powered.
Yeah.
So Claw isn't necessarily struggling, but you do think in the short rest you did think to get some of the water which you've taken with you, kind of in a water flask.
I'm laughing at Mordio's face the entire time.
Mordio is actually currently scouting around the area for you, looking for harpies. I believe that's what I did.
What session? Wait, what session are we on? Because I don't know how many I missed. Only one.
We'll figure it out.
You only
later.
missed one session.
Oh, okay. I know what number we're on.
I don't.
Yeah.
41.
Well,
You don't
while,
matter. Not you.
while
Tia.
everyone's like resting, Tia's just like, I just realized we have to climb back up these walls, and I don't love that.
Didn't we leave the rope up there?
We did, but I
My
got
heat.
sort of, you know, I got some help getting down here, which is fine, but climbing up, ugh. I guess if someone goes up there and pulls me off.
I could toss you.
Please do not. I will reflexively burn you.
I could heal it.
then.
Still, that's not ideal.
Aw, what's
Okay.
life about ideals?
We'll burn that bridge when we get to it.
Now I like how you're thinking. Excellent. There was a cave there was coming noise from last time, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, there was.
Yeah. Should we get to exploring this
The
cave?
cave. Yes.
Absolutely.
I'm pro
I love
cave.
caves. It'll be nice and
Pro
cool in there.
cave.
Yeah.
So you guys, you kind of have this discussion that you guys, when you're ready to move out, just say you will have all the benefits of a short rest, and none of you are exhausted if you have been before. Other than you, Athena, you are still exhausted.
I know, I'm still on my 2 exhaustion.
Yes.
Ah,
Let's go. Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah,
Demons
I think we're
don't-
all ready.
you're like demon. Vampires don't like the heat.
Demons absolutely do.
So
It's like a conflicting demon, half a bit vampire.
I'm not a vampire.
Yes, you are.
She's
That's what
certainly
a
not
vampire
a demon.
would say.
That is what
Okay.
a vampire would say.
I'm definitely not human, I'm wood elf.
That's what a vampire would say.
So guys, as you enter the cave, I would like to add that at this point you kind of go in as a group, and for all those without dark vision, the cave almost seems completely empty. But for those with dark vision, you look
I
around.
don't know if I have dark vision or not.
If
Probably
you're
not.
not a human, then you probably
You're
have
half-
dark vision.
Yeah.
I'm
so
a half orc.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about
Play
half orc.
handbook. Give me a second.
It should be on my character sheet, but the web's Roll20 is having a bit of a fucking shit show.
Yeah, otherwise we can just like
Half orc. Ooh, someone just picked something up.
Someone like trying to kill the desk.
Yes.
Yes, you have dark vision as a half
Yay!
orc. Player's handbook.
Ooh, I do.
a hork for short.
A fork. Okay.
Talk.
So, as you guys enter the cave, you look around, and the small bits of light which are bleeding from the outside, it seems very secluded, this cave. They're kind of bouncing from these jet black stones, which are almost unnaturally dark. They look wet in texture. They're slippy to walk on, and it's kind of uneven, jaggedy surfaces. The cave doesn't seem to be too large, but would you like to carry on? You're kind of at the entrance of the cave at this point, looking around. The air is fresh. It's like the outside air, the kind of sea breeze, and it is less humid in this place.
Tia's kind of digging their claws into the ground just reflexively, and looks at the group and says, would anyone else like to take the lead, perhaps?
Sure, I'll take the lead.
Yeah, I am.
Just for FYI, I looked it up, and Chim does not have dark vision. So I am holding on to Pav's hand.
Yes,
I am scrolling to see where I have dark vision.
it's
I found a player's handbook, but I don't. That's
they're
no
not in that
use to
because
me.
they're in the expansion.
Yeah, because we're
Goliath.
special. We have.
So
Hello.
Goliath races without dark vision. Halfling Goliath.
Oh, chill. So we're just holding on to the blindly need the blind.
yeah, so you can kind of
Tia takes Pav's hand.
Well, actually, wait.
We're all-
Why doesn't Tia make a fire, like a small one, like on her hand or something?
Hang on. Do I have the cantrip Sacred Flame? Is that a thing? Let me open
Well, you probably have the cantrip light if you're a cleric.
my spells on my phone. Yes. 5th edition.
This is ridiculous. Do we not have torches?
you
I
do have
cast
torches.
Sacred
Yeah.
Flame.
We should have.
Yeah,
I
torch.
turn to. Do we have torches?
I light my torch on Tim's sacred flame.
Sacred
No,
Flame. Boom.
We've
We've done it. It's been done.
So you're
Yeah,
lighting
it
your
looks
torch using
disappointed.
you're lighting your torch using Sacred Flame then.
Yeah.
So basically, as you guys are kind of shuffling around just in the entrance, talking about how you're going to find light, the duo of the God Squad pulls out a torch and flickers a blue flame, which lights the torch and seems to have a divine energy to it, and a kind of warm glow, especially to you two followers of Talvor. It's very peaceful. It's a blue flame, and it does light quite well.
Tia doesn't like that fire.
You can tell it's not a natural fire. There's
Not
something
real
wrong with it.
fire.
If you guys wish to continue deeper, could you all make me perception checks, please, of your
Yes.
Give me a
surroundings?
second.
Yes. Nat 20.
Okay.
Shit.
I don't think anyone's going to get higher than a natural 20, though, so...
9.
Give me a second.
So, as
Tia
like...
looked at the sacred flame and got a little bit blinded.
Yeah, it's not necessarily blinding, it's just spiteful. Who would have a blue flame? That kind of
I,
ruins the art
I
of
totally
flame.
didn't get a 7.
Blue fire? Ugh.
It's disgusting, quite frankly.
Bad.
So, as you guys continue forward, Pav, you keep your wits about you, and this strange habitat, although different and interesting to look at, does eventually get repetitive, and you'll find yourself looking for interesting and new shapes. And as you're walking, you see a very strange shaped stone on the floor, almost like an egg, and in fact, that's definitely an egg. But it's quite gooey and looks soft and pudgy, and not quite like a normal beast egg. You kind of stop people from walking past it or beyond that point as soon as you spot it and point it. Well, it's your choice if you point it out to them or not. But
Lizard egg. Tia, is this a lizard egg?
Can I make a check
Why would
on
you
it?
ask me?
How big is the egg?
About knowing.
Do I know if it's a what? I look
Okay.
at the egg.
make me a nature check, and the egg is about the size of a fist.
Can I make a nature
Big
check
egg.
as well?
Yes.
Not as big as an ostrich. We can rule that one out.
14.
It's okay, guys. You can rule the ostrich
Okay.
out. It's all right.
What did you get, Jacob, on your
We
nature?
just have to go through
I
every
got
other species.
16.
Okay. So, Tia, it's an odd egg, and it looks out of place, but it also looks like it's... You can't tell what beast it's from or what animal it's from, even. Or if it is an animal, even. Saying even too much. It's definitely some kind of... It's not a natural beast. It's something different. It's not like a mammal or something like that. Mammals don't lay eggs. What am I on about? Yeah, they do. Alright, I'm gonna shut up.
Not a platypus egg.
It's not a platypus egg, right? And this habitat doesn't seem like it's favourable to many creatures, so you can't really tell. For you, Jacob, you've spent a lot of time in the wilds and in different
eggs.
places.
I met a lot of eggs in my time.
With the
Of-
wild eggs.
And
The wild
it's,
eggs.
again, you recognise the same aspects, except it's very insectoid in that way. But they're usually in batches, and you've never seen one quite this large. Although observing it, it does seem to be of an insectoid nature.
That's weird. It's on its own as well. Normally, they're like insect eggs are all like hundreds of them in one area.
Yeah,
Is there any more?
Do we touch
you
it?
could look if you would like. You guys kind of are approaching
Or
the
actually,
egg
yeah.
slowly.
Before, can I poke it with my sword?
No.
Sure.
Not hard, just like a bit. Not
Yeah.
like just like little.
I feel
So-
like that would piss off the big mummy insect. That's how
It's
it always
better
goes.
if someone pokes it with their hand. 'Cause what about if it
Yeah.
bursts open and then like some weird alien thing?
Yeah, it's actually
With
an
a
alien.
sword.
Okay.
Oh gosh.
If
Okay.
it opens, don't put your face over it.
Okay.
So-
They
That's
always
not
do
gonna
that in
be
the films
realistic.
every time.
Urgath says that in universe. Just if it opens, don't put your face above it.
So
I know from
as you
experience.
and the group head towards the egg, you take out your short sword and you poke it with no resistance. It literally just goes straight through the side, and as you pull it back, a burst of sulfur and a strange clear liquid like pops out. It doesn't go far enough to get you, but but it kind of bursts out, and the egg seems to deflate a little bit.
Ugh.
As the
Insect is
liquid
so good at cars.
kind of hits the floor, it begins to bubble and fizzle, almost like an acid, basically.
Oh, does it?
And
My
this,
sword okay?
the sword's fine, yeah. And this, the
You
sword's
said
fine.
acid, I got worried.
This sulphurous smell fills the air from like the little cloud that burst out this egg, and it shrinks and shrivels into itself.
Can I cast mending on it? Just the cantrip.
Try it.
Mending.
I think it's a bit on. I think it's a bit. Oh, it's
I
completely
know, but
deflated.
Tim does it anyway.
Just
Whether
make me
it'll
look
work
up
or
the
not.
spell mending real quick, why don't you? Mending.
It's just a small object.
Mending is an object, but
I'd say
Egg
this
is
is small.
Pav's reason is an egg is a thing, so
Yeah.
But it's an organic thing, isn't it?
You cast
regardless of whether it'll work, Tim does it.
You can't
Yep.
use mending on a person.
no, an egg is
But,
not
like-
a person.
This
Oh,
is the
God,
time
we're not
for that
having this
type of
talk,
chat.
guys.
Cure wounds it.
When is an egg a person?
Oh no, we're not talking about this. We're not doing this.
No,
Oh dear, guys.
please no.
We'll start
Uh,
talking about
Spell
that
repairs
subject
a
that
single
we'll
break
talk
or
about.
tear in an object you touch. So you've got to touch
Yeah.
it for a start.
Oh, you gotta touch the weird wet
Oh,
sulphury balloon.
Tim, I've said it now. I'm gonna commit. Tim just kind of brushes her hands on it and
Oh!
Grace.
cringing the entire time.
So
Before you touch it, I'm gonna go. Bah! No.
as you kind of briefly slide your hand over the egg, it does begin to form and pull itself together, but it doesn't grow back into its original size. And it just seems like you've basically gotten rid of the hole, but the things that were expelled from it were expelled from it. There is no...
Look, it's like we were never there.
Yeah,
You tried.
almost.
Don't worry about it.
Yes.
So, Uragath, what have we learned from this?
It's fine. It just deflated.
No, we've learned to not poke things,
With
Can I poke
swords.
things with my
Good.
finger?
Because
especially not with swords.
you guys are talking, could you please make me a... Like,
Oh,
are you
sure.
trying to do it hushed, or are you, like, how loud are you speaking, basically? I imagine you're not yelling it.
No,
Could
you're
Fine,
you,
just
just
normal.
kind of scolding
Yeah.
normally.
could you make a stealth check, everybody who's
Absolutely.
talked? So that'd be... Well, Tim wouldn't have to talk loudly to
Oh,
do an
my
incantation.
stealth is
so.
+1. I rolled an 11 total.
Stealth.
18.
Very
Oh,
stealthy.
17 plus 4. That's a
21.
Oh, I got-
21.
I was talking. Ooh. Did you say it was stealth?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. 4.
Oh,
So,
talking that much.
as
I was
you...
though. I was talking about eggs.
As people are talking, you kind of sneeze, and it's quite a loud sneeze.
It echoes.
It was this sulphurous kind of smell, and your voice booms. Well, not booms, but kind of follows down the tunnel as it echoes. Then you start hearing a tapping sound from the wall. This wall looks flat and made of black stone. Again, it's shiny and odd. It's unlike anything you've really ever seen before.
Oh no.
The stone
Oh, no,
begins
I
to
just got
shift as it keeps tapping. You guys can hear it, and it seems like it's getting closer and closer and closer.
I'm going. Tia's leaving.
So are you walking away?
No.
Okay.
Oh.
As you begin to walk away, the tapping stops, and a scuttling sound goes over to beneath your location, and it begins tapping
Oh,
underneath
Lord,
you.
Don't move. Just stop moving.
Because I've already
Yeah,
got my
stop.
sword out, I'm just gonna hold it ready.
Tia stops moving.
Okay.
Who's better at fighting?
Silent. We should stay silent.
Would I know who's better at fighting, Chim or Oragath?
You wouldn't, because you haven't really seen Uragath fight, although Uragath looks like he's been through quite a lot. He's got a few scars, and he is quite well adversed to fighting creatures, specifically.
Right. Chill.
Chim's pretty good at hitting things as well.
I know Chim's good at hitting things.
Can
He's wonderful.
Can I cast Thaumaturgy further into the cave where we are not?
Yes, I'm gonna check Thaumaturgy real quick to see.
It's a 30 feet range. You can throw your voice with it.
Oh,
I'm
so you're
pretty
throwing
sure.
your voice? Okay. Alright. So is there anything specific you'd like to say?
I'll say, boy, I sure do love smashing all these bug eggs.
Uh,
I'm gonna set fire to all of these eggs.
oh, that was terrible. Right, so basically, from the exact point you said that, two mandibles come crashing together from underneath the stone, making a clacking sound. This large monstrosity crawls out the gap it created and begins looking around until it spots the blue flame from the torch.
Oh no!
It sees everybody. Could I please get initiative rolls from everybody?
Yes!
Cat, open dice. Open these ones.
18 again. I'm doing good.
I'll
My
just
dice,
roll.
guys. We've got an issue.
Oh dear.
Okay.
Oh, there we
And
go.
also an 18.
12.
6.
Could everyone hold on to it and I'll ask you individually, because it's like,
Yes.
I'm still doing the,
I thought we were gonna be able to like distract it and then just go for it, but
It's like
torches,
if we
man.
stay still, no vibrations.
I mean, if you
And we
throw
stay
the
silent.
torch,
It's seen us now.
yeah, but we
We
can
pissed
still,
it
you
off
know.
more. We pissed it off by shouting, I'm gonna burn
It
all
doesn't-
the eggs.
No, because that voice.
It
It
probably
doesn't know
doesn't
that was
speak
me.
common.
Hello, my name's David. You're stomping on my
I don't
eggs.
think the thing
Alright,
speaks. I just think it reacts to noise.
Tia, what did you get?
Yeah, it's the vibration.
12.
12. What did you get, Jim? Gina?
So
What did...
I got 18.
Okay. Urgaf?
6.
Okie dokie. Pav?
18 as well.
Also,
Oh,
Jesus
nice.
Christ. And then
Isn't it?
Athena.
13.
Oh.
Alright, and then Nia. Alright. So, this creature bursts from the ground. Its large form crawls out from the gap it made, and as it turns to face you, it doesn't seem to react fast enough before Chim and Pav immediately get into action.
Hell yeah.
Choose between you which one of you is going to go first, and we'll have that
I
as the
let
order.
Pav go first.
Okay.
Cool. I'm gonna cast Bless on Chim, Urgath, and Tia.
Okay.
Cheers.
So basically, they get a saving throws and attack rolls.
Nice.
I get what on the what?
Thank you.
A
You get a
D4
D4.
to your attack rolls and saving throws.
Awesome.
Yeah. And,
Alright,
If you're not on exhaustion
D4
3.
to attack.
Alright. So you still have your movement and your bonus action, I believe.
I'm going to draw my hammer from a bonus action
Yep.
and step in front of everyone with my
Alright.
movement.
So this hulking barbarian walks in front, protecting you all, kind of looking back just to make sure you're all in check before facing the beast that is in front of her. For instance, even though this is a large monstrosity, Pav still looks like this is kind of, you know, just another day, just another fight.
How big is this thing?
Blocking my
It's
way.
large, so it's kind of, I'd say, 10 foot plus.
Oh god, that's a big bug.
It is a big bug.
Hmm.
As it comes out, you see that it has 6 legs. 2 of them are skinnier, and the 2 at the front are more like pincers. But it also does have these gnarring jaws, which it, again, burst out from the floor with.
Of course it does.
Chim, you are next.
I cast Shield of Faith on Pav since she's in front of us. And
Okey-doke.
guiding us,
Okay.
which is +2 to your AC
Ace.
You kind of see
for the duration.
Chim's kind of small form. She begins to cast with her hands and draws almost a shield symbol and palms it out towards Pav, who instinctively begins to glow with a subtle divine glow, kind of cracks of lightning bursting from the magic itself.
And that's a bonus action as well.
Yep,
nice.
you still have your action and the movement.
So for my action, the bug.
Huh?
Buggy
Hello?
boy.
Hello? What's going on?
How far is
How
the bug?
far
Oh,
is the
sorry,
bug?
yeah. So the bug's around. I should have done a map for this. Bollocks. About 20. How far did you throw it, Tia? 30 feet?
Yeah.
So it is 30 feet away.
Oh, okay.
Right underneath the sound, basically.
Okay, I'm gonna try and move just to the edge where, like, I can get a line of sight on it from behind Pav.
Yep.
And till it's 15 feet towards us to fire a crossbow at it, but hold my action until it's there.
Okay, so you're holding your action, basically.
I'll hold my action.
Awesome.
It's
So
closer.
you're holding your action. I'll just put that there so I know.
Yes.
Next is going to be the druid. What can Nia do? This is going to lag for a second. Let's look at her character sheet. Just preparing for the lag. Yep, sounds gone.
Nice.
I should really write her spells down and stuff. Right, so spells. Ruins entangle. Is that it? Oh god. Nia is gonna kind of back up with Pav and kind of stand side by side. And in long story short, she's gonna hold her action to make an attack if it is in range of Pav. Trying to dally out the damage, basically, draw out. She draws like a scimitar, this long, curved blade, eloquent, and it seems to fit the surroundings somehow. Of the desert, that is, not the cave. Moving on. Yeah, Nia's basically braced next to you, Pav, and looks ready like she wants to also fight alongside you. Okay, so Athena, I know your dexterity is higher, so you go first before this thing.
Okay.
You kind of see the group kind of pushing forward, Chim behind Pav, Nia pushing up. What would you like to do?
Well, my movement is halved currently, so
Yes, it is.
I guess I'm going to move as far forward as I can and hold my action. Like, if it gets any within range of me to be able to, like, stab it, I'll just attack it, then I'll attack.
Okay, so you're kind of forming like this barricade where Pav is of just people. Alright, next up, the creature looks around and sees you guys taking formation. As it sees that, it's going to, let me have a look at this real quick. It's a lot. Oh, okay. So, failed save. Okay, can Pav, Athena, Chim, and Nia will need to make one as well. Urgath hasn't gone yet. Can so Pav, Chim, and Athena all make me dexterity saving throws, please?
Okay.
Oh, what was that? We have a D4 for that if we need it.
Yeah.
Yes, you have.
Add it on.
You can just use it. You just use it. It doesn't. It keeps going. So like.
Yeah, how long does it last for?
It's not just the one.
10 rounds, so a minute.
Shit.
Ooh,
that's
I
shit.
need it.
Shit.
Bless is really good.
Very good.
Ooh.
I got an 8.
I got blessed.
Hashtag bliss.
Okay.
I was going to say that.
Oh, hashtag blessed, yes. That was a good moment.
I'm going to write that down.
Okay.
It's hashtag blessed.
So,
No.
Athena got an 8. What about the other peeps?
I got 10.
15.
Tim 10.
And what did you get, Rosie?
15.
15. So, you instinctively manage to cover your eyes. The creature lurches forward and spits a line of acid about 5 feet in radius, and you guys do actually manage to block it from getting any further. But this spray of acid kind of lands on you, and Athena, you take like acid just to the throat area, the neck, and under the mouth. Chim, it also hits you. If you fail to save, you take 14 points of damage. Pav,
Ooh.
you take 7 points of damage.
33.
Ooh, okay.
I'm down to 19. Woo.
I'm down to 17.
Are you? Cool. I'm on 31, but we won't talk about that.
After the creature does this, it buries into the wall to the left of it, so it buries sideways into the wall, and seemingly doesn't vanish. You can still hear it kind of tapping around the area. It's certainly got a network of tunnels around here which let it navigate, but you guys currently basically get shot with acid and then it goes into the wall.
Well, that's fun because I still have thaumaturgy, and
You get it to come back.
So, next in initiative order is Tia.
okay, so I have a plan because I can use thaumaturgy probably to lure it out. So I'm just gonna ask. I'll just kind of, sort of whisper, hopefully.
Okay.
Not loud enough so that this thing will hear, just everyone that has area attacks, like, go for that spot over there. And I point sort of, I guess, to where it was before.
Yeah.
And I guess I'll just use thaumaturgy again, but this time I want to make it, louder, because I wasn't trying to be that loud last time.
So what is it thaumaturgy of? Is it just footsteps again? Is it running? Is it shouting?
I'll just do some fucking real demonic screeching.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
This terrifying...
Actually,
almost...
no, wait.
Okay.
No, never mind. Because the spell lasts for like a minute. So I don't know.
So you don't have to
I
recast it. Is it concentration,
No.
maybe?
It's not.
Oh, so the noise is still there, technically. So what I'll say you can do is you can move the noise as a bonus action, so it looks like you're
Yeah.
walking over to it, rather than it's just stationary. I mean, the creature is smart enough to know that... It's not smart enough to know that. So, actually, yeah, you move it around as a bonus action if you want to.
Yeah, can I... If you'll let me fit this in one round, could I do that and then possibly another cantrip spell?
Yes, because I basically said moving it to bonus action. You've already
okay,
casted it.
so I'll just, move it slightly. Just, because it seems dumb to do it in the exact same spot. And then I want to have it make a noise at the same, in the same spot I'm casting, Create Bonfire.
Ah, okay. So, for a moment, you concentrate on your thaumaturgy spell and almost make it seem like someone's walking away from that spot, but towards the creature, like towards the gap in the wall. And you use the essence of flame and begin to make embers which burst into flame on the spot where the noise is emanating from. A soft, warm glow fills the shiny rock cave as you guys stand inside. Okie dokie.
And I, as a hopefully free action, I'll just say, just aim there.
Yeah, Atia basically creates a bonfire, and again, as it kind of sparks to life, she points towards it and says aim there, basically. Right, next is Uragath.
I'm fucking useless now because it's around the corner. I don't know where it is. It's around the corner.
It basically buried off into the wall, like it just kind of...
I'm
jacked
tempted to run down, but get it. But I'll get to the bonfire and then everyone will kill me. Wait, how far would it be?
Again, it's 30 feet
To
away.
run.
Oh, to run? It's a 30 feet, so it's one movement, basically.
Would I be able to reach it to attack it, or is it too far in the wall?
It's probably too far in the wall, you reckon. You face
Can
beasts
I
similar
use
to this.
claw? Because she's got much more movement than I have.
You could use claw.
Is 50 feet enough?
Yes.
Great.
So you kind of send claw forward instinctively. It's a bonus action to this, isn't it? To move the creature, or is it a bonus action to attack?
Is it my bonus action? I don't know how it works.
It would be based off yours. So I think it's
Yeah.
your bonus action to attack with the creature, but you can move.
I'm gonna hold my
free.
action until it comes out to shoot it with like hand crossbow, but I'm gonna send claw in now.
Okay. So claw kind of walks forward And have you told Claw to attack or to scout?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell Claw to attack.
Okay. So, Claw walks, like, kind of stalks and almost blends into the darkness until the orange bonfire created by Tyr makes a glow on the jet black fur. The green eyes spot the opening in the wall, and you see Claw just jump straight in there. What kind of attack is Claw doing?
I'm trying.
A bite 1 for irony.
A bite. Which one does more damage? Bite. Yeah, bite.
Okay, roll an attack for me, please.
Yeah. Give me a second. 18.
Yep, that's a hit.
And damage. Where is it? I need a dice. Fuck. Give me a dice. The D8 plus 2. And where's my D8 gone? Give me a second. Stop. I can't find it. There it is. 8 plus 2. That's 10 damage.
Oh, nice.
So, you guys hear this, like, aggressive growl come from Claw, and almost like a shadow dashes over the flame. You hear a collision, and then, like, a tearing of what sounds like a carapace. You know, like, basically it's like, if you've ever seen people eat crab, the cracking noise like that. It's like that, as you see the darkness of Claw, the form pulls back with a whole chunk of this kind of hard-looking exoskeleton with
Yes!
Claw, and throws it to the side. Again, the emerald eyes of Claw staring straight into the tunnel. Okie dokie. We go back to the top of the round. Pav, what would you like to do?
Can I see it?
You can't see it, but Claw just attacked it, so you know where it is.
Right, I'm gonna whack it with a warhammer.
Okay, so you are 30 feet away. You could get to the tunnel opening. Actually, you would be in range of it because you'd be within 5 feet. So yeah, you could attack it.
Okay. I do that.
Okay.
Not great. Oh, that's let me do some maths in my head. That's a 9.
As you swing, unfortunately, it seemed to be expecting the attack. You stepped a little bit too early, and thus it manages to dodge, and you slash your warhammer against the wall, causing the stones to crack. And again, there's this chunk in the wall now from where you smashed it with your warhammer. You guys see Pav at the front of the tunnel swing and seemingly create a massive clash, but you don't know what with. You've still got a bonus action, Pav.
I'm just gonna hang around here. Oh, hang on.
Alright. So you guys...
No, yeah, I'm just gonna do that.
Okay. So Chim, Pav kind of ran, and your action, which was held to shoot it within 15 feet, didn't trigger. So what would you like to do with this round of combat?
I would like to towards the bonfire as close as I can get, but I only have 25 feet
yeah
movement, so I just go as far as I can with that.
Yeah. You can actually see the tunnel that it made for itself is about 5 foot wide. Actually, no, slightly larger, about 7 foot wide. So you can see into it, but you couldn't make a melee attack to it.
Is Claw like in that, or is it as he moved out?
Claw kind of ran in there, jumped, attacked, and then ran back.
Cast guiding bolts just into it.
Okay. I don't have to make a save or anything. You have to make an attack roll, don't you? I think.
Cool.
I'll take a look.
Attack roll. That just d20 then plus my wisdom?
It would be plus your attack spell modifier, which is your... So yeah, it'd be your wisdom plus your proficiency.
Ooh, plus 6. 16!
Hold on, I'm just checking the spell. So it was Guiding Bolt, wasn't it? Guiding, where are you? Gate? That's not it. I don't think it is, anyway. Guiding Bolt, Guards, Guidance, Guiding Bolt. So yeah, you can do it. Whew. Yeah. So it is. Right. So you hit it.
Nice.
You guys watch as. How do you want to cast the spell? Like, what is it you want to do when you send the bolt off? Do you want to use like your hand or
hand?
Hand. All right. Is it like Iron Man style, or is it like Vegito, like one finger? What are we talking here? It's up to you.
Finger guns.
How do you want to do this situation?
No, not quite. But it's.
Okay.
I'm basically asking her so I know how she likes to cast a spell. So,
Finger guns.
Chim,
Cute.
like a Western hero, finger gun forward, and a bolt of golden lightning shoots from the finger. Do 4d6 radiant damage. And it does.
Ooh, 4, 5. That's now 11 damage.
11 damage.
14.
14 damage. Okay. Maths. There you go. So you guys watch as Chim walks up and finger guns, and you hear a crack of lightning, which again echoes through the cave. And you hear this creature rear and step back and scuttle a little bit from the pain. There is a flash of glow from the tunnel itself because of the impact and the divine nature of the attack. The creature's looking bloodied at this point, so it's below half HP. Alright. There's like a burn mark and smoke emanating from where the lightning hit it itself. And this is the point where Kieran will also step forward, this large Dragonborn druid, and she will attempt to cast a spell, because I'm looking at spells all day, that's what I do. EF. So the druid runs forward and kind of looks for the opening to the cave, and luckily, because Tia did the bonfire, she spots the creature and will do... the duration, these creature in the area. Right. She will cast Entanglement, and little bits of moss that originate in the cave, kind of the area that it dug out in the dirt, seeds grow into almost like plants and begin to wrap around the floor. It's not quite a 20-foot, in fact it's not a 20-foot area at all, but she basically does a concentrated entanglement. And the creature will try and save, I hope. The creature seems to be trying to escape from these vines and leaves that wrap around it, and the dimly lit light from the bonfire behind show that the creature is now restrained. When a creature is restrained, it has things, it can't do things. Basically, it can't move, and doesn't attack rolls against the creature. So all attack rolls have advantage, and the creature is disadvantage on the saving. So basically the creature can't really move, and it can still kind of gnash and attack you guys, but it seems like it's stuck. And
Nice.
Nia will not do anything with that action. Next is going to be the creature. So... Oh no, it's you! Sorry, it's in the wrong order because you got the same roll.
Sad noises.
I know. Well, again, I'm gonna get as close as possible. Then I'll hold my action again because I don't think I'll get close enough to attack it.
Unfortunately, no. It's really starting to wear on you how tired you are, and the darkness of the cave is comforting in a way, because it almost feels sleepy and drowsy, which is something you need at this point, and you can feel it.
Yeah.
You draw closer to the cave, kind of dragging yourself along.
Okay.
Alright.
Also, I'm gonna have to head off now.
Okay.
See
Hi.
Athena just dematerializes. into
Yeah,
nothing.
just off into the distance.
Gone.
Gone.
Okay.
She dead.
So the bug is going to try escape because it can do that. The bug is going to fail miserably and is going to make an attack against Lightning Finger Guns herself, McGee.
Oh no.
I don't know what tells me this, but I don't think a 12 hits you.
My AC is 14.
No. So the creature lunges one of its kind of front pincer claw mandible things at you, and you kind of easily dodge it, but it does leave not a dent in the stone, but you can see the impact mark which it left. It kind of rears its claws back and looks towards you all as Tia steps up to do what Tia does.
Here's the thing. It's covered in like vines and shit, and I don't have a lot of non-fire spells, so I'm gonna cast Witch Bolt.
Okay. Which
still looks like fire because cosmetic reasons.
All right. So you accept. So you're gonna move up to the tunnel and then cast Witch Bolt.
Yes.
So
Getting all the bolts in.
All of the bolts.
drawing on the
All the bolts.
Throw Usain Bolt at it.
Drawing on the flames of your bonfire, you pick up what almost looks like a fireball and
Oh shit. That's
cast.
a 14.
That just hits.
Wait, no, I have advantage.
You do have advantage, but it hits anyway. Oh no, for a natural
And
20.
you've got
Roll
your
for a
plus
natural
four.
20. See if you get a
Your-
20.
I got something.
13. That
And
apparently.
you've got the D4.
Yeah.
So you definitely hit it.
D4 to hit or damage. Not
on
It's
your
just a hit.
attack
It's
rolls.
just a hit.
Yeah. Well, either way, I hit it.
Yeah. So you kind of bring up from the casting of the bonfire a little ball of fire which you leash forward, leaving. But as it flies forward, it leaves behind this kind of flaming trail. It hits the creature and disperses into almost flames around it, marking out a spot underneath it. And as it moves, the spot follows it. So you've got a witch bolt attached to the creature, and
it takes 6 damage.
it takes 6 points of damage as soon
But
as
it's
it
actually
hits.
lightning damage.
Okay,
Because
so
we
it
have
kind of
all-
the flames kind of spark up
Yeah.
from the
It's
fire.
an electrical fire.
Yeah, it's an electrical fire. It needs the correct fire extinguisher.
Well,
I need
plasma,
to-
yeah. Plasma.
Hell yeah.
Plasma's not
dude,
electrical
that's
fire, but
dope
it's
as
close.
well, no.
It's
It would be
not.
dope as hell though.
It would be, yeah.
I mean,
Alright.
Sol's technically the sun, and that's plasma. So, right. Next is Uragath.
I have a really fun idea. I don't know if it would work. But how far away is it from me?
If you went to the entrance of the cave tunnel, it'd be 5 feet away. But if you currently
Is it
it's
not out the
35
cave
feet.
yet?
Huh?
It's not out the cave.
No, it's still kind of stuck in the cave
Well-
with leaf plants.
My chain dagger's got a reach of 10 feet, so can I get into a range of
Yes, you can.
that? What I want to do is I want to try and use the chain dagger, but to wrap it around maybe one of the mandibles
Okay.
and keep it there. I want to try and keep it so pin it so it's not gonna try run away, and then let everyone else just fucking kill it.
It's already entangled. It can't run away.
Yeah, it's already entangled.
Yeah, I want to help more though, just in case.
Double entangled.
No, because then Tia can use
I mean, I
fire.
have an entangled.
Roll-
Then Tia can use actual fire.
Roll an attack with advantage, but you won't do any damage.
That's fine.
Yeah, that
That's
makes sense though, because then I can use my thing that gets a bonus if it's flammable.
Sorry, where is it? I'm trying to do maths. That's a 14.
Okay. Do another roll.
Another roll. What's that? Just the same again?
Yeah, because it's see if you get a natural 20.
That's a bit more. That's Oh god, my brain's gone dead.
You've already
18.
hit it. So yeah.
Yeah.
So as Uragath kind of approaches, he flings this basically, it's a very kind of odd, strange looking knife on the end of a chain. He flicks it round and catches the claw, and it kind of hooks into a crevice in the kind of hard exoskeleton skin of this strange creature. He begins to kind of lock it in place, and it can't move.
Like
one of its
wrapping it around my arm.
Like wraps the chain around his arm, pulls onto it. This creature can't move one of its claws at all at this point. It's just two. It's restrained twice practically, due to the fact that it's now got a chain pulling it from one end as well.
Oh shit! I just realized that actually the bonfire goes out because I cast the concentration spell.
Ah, okay. So yeah, you converted the bonfire into the spell. Let's just do it like that. That's what.
Wait a second. Could I? I'm saying this if it's not killed before my round next turn. But Would it be possible if it's I'm connected to it to like run and go under its leg? Try like imagine because I'm like pulling on it. Would I be able to like break its neck? I would really fuck it
You
up.
can try.
Yeah, I'll do it next. I don't have enough movement speed.
Right.
Well, you
Pav,
can do anything if you put your mind to it.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're
I'm going up
next.
and
this thing
I'm
is
hitting
completely stuck, and you can see the fear in its bug eyes. It doesn't seem to have much intelligence about it, but it is certainly
Yo,
aware
guys.
that it's not.
if
It's not in
it's
a
got
good place.
enough for fear, yeah, I'm going to go up and I'm going to hit it in the face.
Hell
You
yeah.
have advantage on the attack.
Awesome. So that's not a 6. It can't be a 6 physically. So sorry, that's an 8. And that's a unnatural 20.
Nice.
So you bring the hammer
So-
down hard on its face, which kind of is in this shield-like. That's the shape of it, kind of the typical kind of medieval shield-like thing, the kite shield, that kind of shape. This hard, multi-layered carapace. You smash the hammer down onto it, and you see that it oozes in pain. What damage did you do? Oozes in pain.
Oh, only one D8. Let me get a. Got a D8 here somewhere. Hang on. Ignore the bad noise sound.
Again, you guys hear this really hard impact, and it kind of echoes around just from the sheer force that Pav has as an individual.
Got one. I've got one. I do a 5.
5 plus your strength, or just 5?
Oh, I think I might do 5 plus my strength, but I can't find
Oh,
it.
it absolutely is.
Yeah.
Oh, in that
Strength
case,
for like +4.
we've established my strength is +6, so
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
that's 11.
That's insane.
This creature, like, you almost completely crack in, like, this is an awful example, but if you crushed a snail shell, that's basically what you've done, except a
Oh,
warhammer
yeah.
and a much
Oh,
harder.
like what you mean, like shattered glass?
Yeah,
It's
it's
crunch.
kind of
Horrible.
it's crunched, it's crackled, and like there's a bit of
Oh.
this strange, almost organic matter holding it together. There is this strange liquid seeping out from one of its eyes, which is just burst from the sheer impact.
Oof.
Chim, you've seen Pav do stuff like this before. The creature is barely alive. It's trying to move, but it just can't. It is your turn.
Just go up and kick it.
In the shin.
Yeah,
so,
in the
just
shin.
kicking
In a shin. I'm sure it has many.
just kicking it.
And then you hear Shin shouting, "Please no!"
All right. So
I don't know what I need to roll.
Roll a
That's
d6 to
So
see which
roll-
leg you can kick
roll
it.
an attack.
I got a 3. What am I adding to that?
Oh no! Roll with advantage.
3 again.
Okay. Your legs
Oh, Jim.
are much shorter than you thought they were. And as you go to kick this thing, you realise that you completely missed, and you are not as the size of Pav, who just kind of looks down for a second to the right of her and sees you there missing a kick. And you kind of
Is
play it
it
off as
bogey?
if you were kicking a rock or something.
Yeah.
It's up to Pav whether she believes that or not, but, you know, play it
Jim,
off.
was it bugging you? Because it's a bug.
Chim's
Okay.
facial expression represents his silence. Okay, so unless Chim would like to do anything else,
Just walk away
I
in
just
shame.
say, young man, to the bug I'm speaking. Young man, you better stay there. I'm watching you. I've got my eye on you.
I thought you were going into a YMCA thing.
yeah, young man,
No!
Young man.
Young man.
the bug,
There's
the
a
bug,
lot of reason to follow
I
you.
said, young man.
it seems to begin drooling acid out of its mouth as it kind of
drips.
drips onto the floor and bubbles and sizzles. Next would be Nia, who, for the sake of not ruining, oh god damn it, there's no way to, because Athena's gone now as well. So
He has to sleep on the cave floor.
No, just leave her out.
Nia's tightened the
Don't
grasp.
let her take the kill.
I don't
She
think
will.
Nia would want to.
Yeah, Nia
Screw
doesn't.
it.
Nia doesn't kill it. She kind of tightens the grasp of the plants, allowing you guys to finish it off.
Hell fucking yes.
Uh,
My turn, right?
the bug is gonna try break out, but it fails. Okay. Wait, that didn't roll properly. Does it break out? Nope, it got a natural 1.
It
The
gets
book
more
physically-
stuck. It's now triple stuck.
Yeah, it somehow got its claw wedged in the side on the rocks.
Oh,
and
what
can't
if it
move.
just chokes itself to death? To fucking death. Trying to
Why
break.
don't you just leave it?
Then it'd be Nia's kill, but
Yeah, but I have to stay here.
Athena finally makes it to the entrance of the tunnel, and
It's
she
not
just
worth
seems not herself. She seems tired. She seems void of energy, and kind of pats you on the back tier as you look towards the creature. And flames are almost in the pupils of your eyes at this moment.
I mean, here's the fun thing. I just automatically hit. I don't have to roll for shit because Witch Bolt's on that motherfucker.
Yep.
I really wanted to kill it.
Tia just kind of snaps their fingers and sends the Witch Bolt flying.
A 1d12 of damage.
Well, it's the same damage as the first one.
Is
so
it?
6. Yeah.
Okay. So,
It's fun if it doesn't
It's
die
dead.
though.
the creature, as you kind of snap your fingers, this link you have to it, the flame goes across it, and the lightning crawls around it and goes underneath the carapace where you see burning lines. They almost look like veins as the heat begins to burn it from the inside. It can't stand, it falls and stops moving and falls into itself a little bit. The creature
Dead.
is dead.
And it smells kinda delicious.
I'm gonna, because I've still got, I'm gonna yank really hard on the chain, try to pull up the mandible off.
Not in
Yeah,
front of the children.
You rip like its entire jaw part off with the mandible attached, with no resistance.
I'm gonna go pick up the mandible and go, our trophy, we did it, look at it.
I go over to Uragath and I say, "This is why we don't poke things with swords."
Well, we killed it, that was
Does it
easy.
smell of crab?
I kill mostly, but no, Pav did a lot also. Yes.
You were very
I think
good.
Claw did a
Tia.
very good
You
job
did
as
very
well
good.
on your pack claw.
I think my kick was the prime moment of the battle.
You what
Mhm.
now?
I know exactly what you mean. You
Alright.
did amazing, you fought valiantly.
Does it smell of
Thank
bird
you, I
crap?
appreciate that.
High
Oh,
five.
it smells. Yeah, it's.
Yeah, I try and high five him. It's a bit of a jump.
You high five. It's pretty good high five.
Yeah.
Tia tries to eat find some like nicely seared flesh and totally just tries to eat some.
Okay.
No, you're not Todd.
It's covered in
stop it.
acid.
You go underneath it and you find a place where it's got this softer feeling surface to it.
Oh, stop
You
touching
start
it.
pulling at it, and as you pull at
Ew.
it,
I have
parts of its insides fall down, but the meat on the actual inside of this kind of soft underbelly is kind of white meat, similar to crab meat. If you'd like to
Yeah.
try some. Okay, let me just get some kind of roll table for this to see what it's like.
If it's nice.
I
it's
literally have, because of when Connor was licking rocks back as Tim, we will
Okay.
remember. I have a roll table for this, which is the most ridiculous thing in the world. So, we'll see a D.
How things taste.
10.
Table.
That's an 8. Oh wow. So it tastes kind of. It doesn't have a good taste, or it's kind of more leaning towards a bad taste, but it doesn't seem deadly in any way. At this point, the acid drilling out of its mouth begins to dissolve the part of its jaw which was ripped off by Uragath, and its own flesh. You imagine that the acid is actually contained in a specific part of its anatomy which can withstand it, but
We
the
probably
flesh
burst
itself is burning.
It's like an appendix.
Yeah, it's...
Just burst it.
And actually you do see, looking at the creature more, Nia kind of points it out, that there is this kind of sac underneath its kind of jaw area which seems to have a liquid of some kind in it.
Shit, I don't have.
I'm gonna
any
turn
left.
to everyone and say, now, do we think that was one bug, or do you think that is the queen?
Oh, I don't think that was the queen.
Same.
There's an easy way to find out. I can just yell
Oh.
more.
That is a bad idea.
To be fair, you're the one that had the worst idea, which was
Well,
poking the egg.
you alerted it to our presence.
I was trying to create a diversion so we could run out of this cave.
Pointing the blame at people isn't gonna change the fact that we just killed a thing and there's probably more things.
Yeah, Tia,
I
and I'm
think
gonna
it
like
was the bug
stand
spot.
behind everyone else.
I
Yeah.
agree, Pav. You know what?
Urgath,
That's a
you're
very
such a
smart thing to say.
dullard.
I'm a
I pick
what?
up Oragath and I put him in front
Exactly.
of Tia and I say, talk out your problems.
Pav does exactly that.
Yeah.
Ow!
Okay.
What was that
Jim
for?
kind of-
Yeah,
Jim kind of pushes them and says,
talk out your problems.
I think you need a makeup hug.
Ugh. No, please
No.
don't.
Come on.
Please stop touching me. I will combust. Literally.
Not hugging anyone. I'm gonna cross my arms.
Jim and goes, come on, just hug. Why are you trying to ruin the party dynamic?
Jim is very adorable.
Tia like puts their arms
This-
out straight forward and just kind of bumps their chest against Uragath. It's not a hug, but it's reminiscent.
It's a very awkward gesture to suggest a hug-like activity.
And Tia just looks at Chim the whole time.
I'm proud of you. I'm
I'm just
very
staying
proud.
completely still. I'm not doing anything.
I feel dirty.
These cold, unforgiving eyes staring right at you.
The first step
I'm, like,
of
brushing
talking
myself
journey.
off.
That feeling is called friendship.
I know what friendship is like, and it's not that.
Oh, come on. It's friendship. It's good. I love a good smell of friendship in the
Urgas
morning.
kind
I
of
think
the whole
that's
thing
not-
That's how you thought that was.
It's
That's
like,
not
I
what
have
friendship
friends.
smells like.
Urgas hasn't really ever had friends ever.
Well, now you've
Aw.
got some.
Or I guess you feel warm inside, and also on the outside as you realise Tia's natural
Oh.
temperature is a lot higher than you thought it would be.
And his clothes are like smoking a little bit.
Yeah,
Where
just
there
a
was,
I'm
little
like
like,
patting
sizzle.
myself down. I'm like, jeez, I was about to say you're hot. You're good. I'm not gonna say that.
Oh.
Hey, Jim claps her hands. Let's keep going. Or back.
Tia,
The point is movement.
first, before that, Tia's probably gonna bag some of the, like, bug parts. 'Cause
Yeah.
that might be worth
I'm gonna
something.
keep the mandible. I'm gonna tie it to my belt.
So what we'll do is we end this session here, then I'll actually get all the parts for you and stuff written up.
Yeah.
Um,
That's fine.
I will need you to roll at some point for me, but we can do that at some
yeah,
point in
I
the
expected
week.
that.
I'm keeping the mandible. I'm gonna keep everything I kill.
It has more than one mandible, my dude.
No, the one I pulled off.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
pull one,
We'll do
one
that
just
later.
mandible off. And put it on my
Alright.
All right. So
Cool.
thank you very much, players. You were a joy today, and thank you.
Thank
It
you.
was great.
Oh,
If you watched this far, I thought the session went pretty well.
And
To
I'm
be
looking
honest.
at you,
That's pretty good,
Patrick.
actually.
You were also a joy, DM.
Ah, Chucks, buddy. I clicked and did a
Yeah.
finger gun there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So we do stream every week from 8 till 9. Nearly said every day. Every week from 8 till 9.
we still need
God,
to
I
change
wish.
it.
We
'cause,
do.
Like,
We all internal politics. We'll get that done.
employment is bad. Don't get a job. Job bad.
Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next chapter of.
Thanks for
the
watching
Saving
Multimedia
Pressure.
Experience. Bye.
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 Bye.